Good evening.
Good evening. I'm sorry, I wasn't ready.
Good evening.
I've only been sat here for like 5 minutes.
We are live, dead on at 7 p.m.
Yes.
My name is Zaheers. It's my beautiful wife Rebecca, and this is the
Chinwag.
the Friday Chinwag.
Yeah.
Number 186 or 187, one of the two.
No, 186. We've been on that for a while, so I'm hoping it's gone further than that.
Has it gone up? Has it changed? Yeah, we're on 187. Chinwag number 187.
I'm sure it was 186 last week.
187. It's our weekly chat where we get together and chat with you lovely folk about our week in general, just in general, and in terms of our reselling and all that.
And all of it.
And all of it. And all that.
Of it.
It has been a really nice day, and then it's just
gone grey.
Yeah, we're up north, so we got some sunshine, which was amazing. I think
all of about probably 6 hours.
We hit 29 degrees.
No, it was really
29
good.
degrees.
It was really nice.
Then Beck went for a little afternoon nap, and she woke up, and it was grey.
I know. I was like, I just need to lay down. That was about, what was it, about 3:30 I went to lay down, and I was like, I'm only going to be half an hour. And I woke up at about 5, didn't I?
And
so
it was
an hour and
grey.
a half later.
So we'll say a few hellos in the chat, but before we do, I want to give a couple of shout outs.
Yes.
So
before we forget.
The very first shout out we want to give is for David M, because last week, right at the end of the stream, David was really generous and kind enough to send a £25 super chat. You should actually be able to see it in that top corner there. I've just noticed.
But obviously, because we had ended the stream,
we weren't able to thank him live.
So
thank you
David.
so much, David, for the £25 super chat. It was incredibly generous. Really appreciate it. And also, I want to send a big shout out to Apple Core Productions in the chat, Aaron, who was able to sort me out a sweet deal on this bit of kit, the iZettle card reader.
Which is going to help us massively.
Exactly. And not only that, check this out. And an Intuit QuickBooks notebook as well. So very pleased. Thank you so much, Aaron. Hopefully that card reader will be getting some use.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
We'll go into that a bit later.
Yeah.
We're going to say some hellos.
Yeah, we'll say a few hellos. So Michelle Lathan was first in the chat, then Aaron, Apple Core Productions, Aussie Steve, thank you for popping in. Jason, the reseller gamer, Entwistle, hi Jason, hope you're well. The Vinegar Jar, aka Peter Cummins, thank you for popping in, Peter, really do appreciate it. Janet Plants says good evening. Couple of pickers, Lisa, thank you for popping in. Dawn as well. Question from the Vinegar Jar, did you sell a Fugler? Yes, we did. Aussie Steve says, hope it went well. I'm guessing you're talking about the market, which we will talk about. And did you go to the market, Aussie? All right, darling, get your Fugler. No, I didn't actually, Peter.
No.
Thank you.
No. Well, I wasn't there, so I can't actually vouch for that, but he says he didn't.
1:59 a.m. says Aussie Steve.
Wow, that's early.
I've been waiting all week to see how you went, mate. Oh wow. We'll let you know. I've watched 187 of these. Bloody hell! I know, right? We've made 187.
We've made 187 of these.
What? Crazy. DB Resales, Damien, thank you for popping in. We've also got Huracan, Ian, Claire Riley, Carlo B, Laurel D, thank you for popping in. Jack Dobbins, hey Jack, Lincoln Seller, and Nadine Coleman, Welsh Wonder Nia, Star City Picker, Pete's Retro Collectibles, Trotters into eBay, Pleasant Valley Picker. By next week we won't be able to see Beck and Z, it will just be a stack of boxes in front of the camera.
Do you know what? In Pleasant Valley, oh my goodness, I've been going crazy at you about the front room, haven't I?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot more organising.
The thing is, like, the stock was getting closer and closer to the dining table. I don't know. I think I kind of shared a bit on my vlog. Was it last week or the week before?
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was almost touching the dining table.
Yeah.
Well, today it was touching the dining table and taking over the dining table.
Yeah.
So
we
had a few words.
I need to do a lot more sorting out.
We had a few words.
If we're going to keep
put it that way.
if we're going to keep buying stock, we're going to need to really keep on top of the stock because it spreads quickly.
We've already sacrificed this room, and this room is like probably
the nicest room in the house.
Really nice room in the house when the sun is out. So it just feels wasted when we're using it like this. but to then have more and more of my front room being taken over,
not pleased. None too
today.
pleased. Karin, thank you for popping in. Karin has been doing an amazing job selling those masks for the current situation, which is amazing. And who else have we had in? Mark Matthews, thank you for popping in. Netspresso, Fat Girl Sewing. David M, thank you, David M. We just mentioned earlier, but we just want to thank you again for the £25 super chat that you dropped at the last moment in the last stream. So thank you so much, David. Really do appreciate it. Ricky Lee, reselling everything. Looking forward to hearing about the market. Thanks, Ricky. Yeah, we did sell a Fugler, yeah. So pretty pleased. I came for the market. Yes, we will talk about the market. We will talk about the market. Richard Hell says, evening, looking forward to hearing about the market. Wow, people want to hear about the market. Marrakesh says, Eid Mubarak. Eid Mubarak to you as well, Marrakesh. Why not? Thank you. Reselling White Boy. Thank you for popping in, John Luke. Do appreciate you popping in as well. Karen's at the beach. Hi, Karen's at the beach. How are you? And so yeah, we'll get to. Oh, Tracy's just popped in as well. Uniquely me, Tracy. I'm so gutted I wasn't able to watch all of them when they were live this morning.
I feel like
I've been watching it during the day, but
catch up on.
Yeah,
like, I really do.
It was fireworks as usual.
I really want to watch it.
You need to watch it. You need to watch it.
I really want to watch it.
Dave Repairs, how are you? Thank you for popping in. Kelly flipping fantastic finds. Thank you for popping in. Paradox Picker as well. I'm just trying to catch as many names as I can. I've got to say hi. I don't know why. I always feel like you should try to say Ralk Reselling. Thank you for popping in as well. Wow, why is Vinegar Jar getting his messages hidden?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is Vinegar Jar getting his messages hidden?
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with what you said.
Okay, what is it? Here we go. Hazy, Rummage Around is 25 subs away from 1k. I've got a bet he'll get 1k by the end of the month, so can you big him up? He deserves to be bigged up. I like Kieran. I think Kieran's a lot of fun.
You had a chat with him this week.
I was actually on his channel.
Was it Ricky on it?
Yeah, Ricky was on it as well. And
was it Dan?
And Dan's a lot of tap. I think so. Yeah. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, for reminding me. Yeah, definitely, guys. I've not seen him in the chat. He's probably out busy driving his combine harvester. But definitely check out Rummage Around. Kieran, his channel, it definitely deserves to hit that 1,000. So yes. Right, let's start talking. Lark Trading, thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. Let's chat, shall we? The girls are busy.
Yeah,
we've set them
off with a movie.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're going to enjoy it.
Hopefully they're going to enjoy it. We thought they would enjoy watching Mystery Men while we were doing this, so we've.
But saying that, our movie recommendations have gone down like a lead balloon.
No, but I think Mystery Men is a good movie. What do we think of Mystery Men? I think Mystery Men is one of those, Yeah, Z was substitute. I was a substitute for Peter Cummins, actually. I was. Z, are you going to Norcross this weekend? Jason, we are going to be selling at Norcross this weekend.
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to be there tomorrow.
Which cheeky mirror is hiding my card?
It's automatically
it's automatic.
Doing it, Peter.
I don't know why.
But you're not saying anything that should be picking up like that. Because I know we've got a couple of like swear filters.
Yeah, things like that.
From like previous...
Yeah.
Like streams years and years ago when we were getting a bit of, iffiness, and some of the comments were a bit dodgy.
It appeared anyway. It appeared. Yeah. So Zoe Patrick has popped in as well. Carl says Kieran's doing a screen test for the new Walking Dead. Yep, he does look so much like Rick. It's unbelievable. Right, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Girls are watching Mystery Men. First of all, I want to hear what you guys think of Mystery Men. I think it's an amazing movie.
From what I remember, it was pretty cool.
It was amazing.
We were laughing.
And I'm hoping they're going to be watching and enjoying it inside.
Yeah.
Now we're going to talk about this title.
What title? What's the title?
You don't know
What's
the title. Hold on, let me just show you the title. The title is Selling at a Market. Online sellers try to sell IRL. That's a good title, right?
That's pretty good.
That's a good title, yeah? That's pretty good, right? Yes, so as you guys know, we have been predominantly online sellers.
Yeah.
We are online sellers.
I just want to point out Ryan's comment.
Ryan, even though
Peter left C in a shopper, we still want to see. We still want him here. We absolutely do want him here.
By the way, I
still
forgiven him.
laugh at that.
I have forgiven him for that. I do forgive. You know, I'm a forgiving person.
I think it's the silhouette that you can see him through the wall.
I'll never forget. Bird keeping today. Hi. Tommy Bernard, hi. Tommy is amazing. Guys, definitely check out Tommy as well. Right, if someone can share Rummage Around's YouTube link in the chat, that would also be great. Just to help him get to his 1,000 if he's super close.
Yes.
I know that John Luke has recently hit 2,000, or is he? He's so close, or he's hit 2,000.
Wow,
his channel
amazing.
is just exploding. John Luke is.
Are you speaking with John Luke next week?
I think I am. Yeah, I wasn't able to go be on this week because we were watching.
Yeah, we went out Wednesday night.
Before we start, I want to tell you this story. This is how you know you're getting a little older. I'll tell you this story, guys. Okay, so we'd booked tickets to watch a Batman movie.
And we've seen the Batman movie.
We've seen all the Batman movies,
okay,
but we'd booked out. We've got a really nice local cinema where it's got these really comfy sofas. There's a lot of space, so this cinema is amazing.
They're not playing new movies.
They're playing old movies.
They're just doing old movies, and because it's quite like social distance within the cinema, because they have sofas rather than like those little chair things, they can have basically you can book the cinema and you know and go there, right? So because I know a lot of cinemas are still not necessarily open up at the moment, so we were going to go to see a movie this week.
We were
quite excited about it.
We were going to watch The Dark Knight, the Christopher Nolan masterpiece Batman movie. Now you can tell you're getting a bit older because during the week, you know, we were all kind of talking about it.
We were getting a bit hyped.
Yeah, we're getting hyped because we like watching these movies, especially at the cinema. And the girls have never seen these at the cinema, and these were, you know, shot on IMAX cameras, etc. And we were quoting the movies all week long. We were quoting lines. Okay, we were going, Bruce, you know, when she realizes it's you know, when Batman goes, it's not who I am. What is it? It's not what I do. It's not who I am. What I do that defines me. And then she goes, Bruce, like that.
Right.
And then there's another scene. We kept on saying the apple has fallen very far from the tree. So we were saying that all week. I don't know why those lines stick with us.
And it's a completely wrong movie.
And we go to the cinema and we start watching, and we're like, the apple has fallen from the tree. And then we're like, this is the wrong movie.
It's not even the movie we thought it was going to be.
We were actually watching The Dark Knight, which is obviously the one with the joke, and we were quoting from Batman Begins.
And our girls, right?
Were laughing their heads off.
They didn't even pull us up on it.
No.
So they let us think.
They just let us carry on.
We were going to be watching one movie.
You know? We thought we were... But yeah.
Yeah, so
that was quite funny. It made us realise that we're getting on a bit.
Yeah.
Damien says Empire Strikes Back is on at his local cinema and Back to the Future.
Oh.
And wow, Rummage Around has popped in. Rick Grimes there. Guys, check out Rick's YouTube channel. He's apparently close to 1,000 subs. Please go
But his real name is Kieran.
Oh, no, he's... Apparently his real name is Kieran. But the real story with Rummage Around is his real name is Rick, and he spent the last few years fighting the apocalypse, a lot of zombies. He's had a lot of tragedy in his life. It's been pretty gruesome.
And now he's trying reselling.
But now he's just he wants to move away from that zombie life. So he actually faked his own... I'm not going to mention anything because people might not have seen it. And he's...
You haven't even seen it.
I've not even seen it, but I know what happened. So... and now he's decided to resell instead, so just check out his channel. Peter Ray's in the chat as well. Hi Peter, how are you? Thank you for popping in. Tornado Eddie as well, thank you for popping in. Right, let's get back.
Peter said, right, he's done that before, gone into the wrong movie.
Well, we were in the right movie, Peter, but we were just quoting the wrong one the whole week. It was just, okay, so you need to do a whole live in your Batman voice. I can't. It would make me really sore. It's not gonna happen. Right, let's get back. good to see all these channels taking off. What's the secret sauce, and why aren't you sharing it? Tell me. Yes, okay. So, hey, Yakov, Benz, how are you? Thank you for popping in. All right, we're going to talk about what we're meant to be talking about.
Yeah.
Like 15 minutes ago.
15 minutes ago, we should have
But
been talking
but
about
this show is like an hour long, so we've got to fill it somehow, right? So we joke and laugh with you guys, you know.
We've got to fill it.
Yeah. We've got to fill the hour.
Come on.
Got to do the hour. We can't just go straight in and then
Yeah, we go straight in. What are we going to talk about?
we're done, you know. Can't finish too
We'll be
fast.
like, bye-bye, see ya.
You can't finish too fast, you know. Gotta have some, you know.
Right, let's go.
Gotta have a little bit of
Before
foreplay.
we get in trouble.
Okay,
Right, come on,
all
let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
So, how
Yes.
was things?
Yes. Right. So we decided, as you guys know, we sell on eBay mostly.
Uh-huh.
My background, however, is in retail sales, so face-to-face type stuff. So, and we've over the past few weeks, we've decided to try a market, as you know,
Yeah.
and we did our very first market this Thursday. I
What,
shared.
you did?
Yeah, I did. Sorry, I did the
I
very
wish
first
I
market.
could have been there, but it was
Yeah.
on one of my long days,
On your
so
long day.
I couldn't
Yeah.
go.
And I think overall, let's do the big numbers, okay? Technically, we made a loss.
Technically.
Technically,
But we're not.
because if you take into account the 3 ice creams I bought, okay, they were nice ice creams, banoffee.
Yeah,
Okay.
but seriously.
Then 3 Subway sandwiches, not for me, but my girls.
Right, this wasn't-
my girls were hanging out.
This
with
wasn't
me.
Zaheer's
Yeah.
diet for the day, right? Okay, it was. He had the girls with him. They
Yeah.
didn't want to leave him. They were only coming
They
down.
were so sweet.
They were only
yeah.
coming down with you in the morning
Yeah.
to try and help you set up,
And
weren't
then they were
And
meant
then
to
they were
go.
meant to go.
But they just hung out with me.
Yeah, and they stayed the whole
They stayed with me
day.
the whole day, bless them.
Which was sweet. So
It's
you obviously
sweet
had
of
to
them.
feed
So
them.
I fed them. I gave them ice cream, like any good dad would do. And so overall, in theory,
It's technically a loss.
but you know, we did actually get some sales.
You did.
We did, but we only had one sale,
Yes.
one customer.
But it was positive.
Yeah, what I want to talk about. I want to put.
Just.
I'm going
yeah.
to put all of this into context, right? When I first got there, and we set up the gazebo. Sorry about that, super loud
Sorry.
noise. Okay, when we set out the super loud. We set up the gazebo. I knew the phone made a super loud
I
sound.
know,
Okay, so-
and then you
right,
just thought super
so
loud.
then I just
we
super loud.
We set up the super loud.
Damn. That was a ka-ching. It was-
Yes.
So, now we set up the gazebo. Now I knew that I had a 3 meter by 3 meter gazebo, but it just didn't click. A lot of things didn't click, but I've learned so much from doing this, and
Yeah.
it's really excited me. And that one interaction with a customer was so good. It was I'll get into that in a moment, but as soon as I'd set up the gazebo and set up the table, I sent a photo on Instagram. You can see it, it's the thumbnail for this video. I instantly just knew that that was mistake number 1.
That you were underprepared.
We were very, very underprepared. We did not use the space given to us. We just did not use it anywhere near enough. Next time we're gonna be using a lot more space, but that's going to mean a bit more investment. We're going to have to buy some more tables.
Yeah.
But also the presentation. Our stall looked awful. In all honesty, I literally, some of this stuff, by the way, some of you guys were kind enough to mention. I think I've read Aussie Steve in the chat before, etc. mention about table runners and leaflets and things like that. I wasn't prepared enough. I just wasn't prepared with my first effort of doing this. I bought the gazebo, I'd bought the table. I was like, okay, and I've got
ready.
stock. Yeah, and I've got stock, right? I got my insurance obviously sorted out, and I went there, and I was like, this is going to be fine. But once I'd set up the table in this giant gazebo, and I wasn't using any of the space, I've got no, nothing appealing, no decorations, nothing. It wasn't, it wasn't the smartest, and also, it just, there's a lot of room for improvement. So, moving forward, this might not all happen next week,
But we're going to be working on it.
towards it. We're going to be adding more tables. We're going to be adding some kind of table dressing to make the tables look more appealing. We're maybe going to... Well, no, not maybe. We're going to look at getting some banners made up as well. Some kind of banners. But, all of that, it wasn't... I didn't... Even though we'd gotten all of that wrong...
You didn't make the proper use of the space that you had.
Yeah, correct.
I think that's the main thing, because there was a lot of products in front of each other, whereas it would have been better to have spaced them out if we'd had more tables and things like that.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to change that, obviously, as soon as possible, so that that is addressed. And then obviously we do, like you said, we do need to have some sort of signage, and we want to kind of obviously promote like more like your kind of business, I suppose, like have your name
name, banners, like a bit of visual and like also we should have noticed this, but we've got traffic coming from they closed the high street off, so people were walking in the road where the cars normally are. So because we didn't have two tables as a minimum, we couldn't. We weren't open to them.
No,
our gazebo was closed.
A lot. Yeah, it was probably more set up like a car boot.
It was basically set up like a car boot store. It was. Yeah.
You had a lot more space to play around with, and
I think that's the best way to explain it, hun. We literally set up as if we were at a car boot. It was literally that. I think that is the perfect description. We went to a market, but we set up like we were at a car boot. And at the market, you've got a lot more opportunity to make yourself and your stall look attractive. And I think that's something that we're going to have to invest in. So it means tables, table runners, it means banners. So those things at least are going to be implemented.
And obviously now, I think with the card reader, you need to promote that you can take card as well, especially now as well, because a lot more people are not necessarily carrying as much cash as they normally would have been doing. So,
Vinegar Jar Peter asks, was the customer Bex?
No.
It wasn't. Ryan says, question, were the girls staying with you just in case you fall asleep and they could take photos?
Maybe.
Mr. Sadie says, send more money, Mum. I got this reselling stuff figured out. Hey, Mr. Sadie, how are you? That is amazing they hung with you. Oh, my daughters are the best, Tracy. My girls...
I even messaged Zara, right, because I was on my lunch and like at work, to get away from the phones ringing and stuff like that, I go sit in my car.
Right, so, Ryan's got a question. Why does Beck smile at you while you talk? Is this love or lust?
Oh, it's completely love.
Oh.
Absolutely love.
Oh,
would you prefer lust?
Kirsten's in the chat, so hi Kirsten.
Hi Kirsten. And I sent Zara a text message because she spoke to me this morning, like on the morning. It was like, "Oh, wishing me a good day at work," and I was like, "Oh, it's been much better today, thanks, sweetheart." And then you called me straight after, and I was like, "Oh, I've just messaged Zara," and you were like, "Yeah, I know she was with me, so I called you."
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
John says Rome wasn't built in a daisy. I think it took at least a couple of weeks. Well, no, that's the thing. We are completely. I was prepared for zero sales. I mentally went prepared for zero sales.
Which still would have meant we would have had a loss because I think the stall was like £12.
£12.74. Yeah, £12.74. But like people are saying, Kieran said it, Aaron has said it. Those are expenses.
Yeah.
Those are business expenses. The pitch fee, all that is business expenses. So it's actually a lot better than
Yeah.
But like I just feel like I felt a bit inadequate is the wrong word. I felt a bit silly. Underprepared. I think
that's the better
compared
way.
to like the stalls next to me. Like once I'd gotten there and I'd realised.
But they liked your weights.
They liked the. Thanks, guys. If it wasn't for you guys, I would have bought the weights. They were like, a lot of newbies come without weights, so it's quite impressive. But on the other side, it's a bit of a backhanded compliment because the best thing about the stall was the fact that we bought weights. But I'm really excited for this and this method of selling and that's what I want to get to actually. Like what I'm excited for is it opens up it's in real life, it's IRL, and it's what I'm good at. This is what I loved doing in my younger days. I absolutely loved selling to people. it's one of the best feelings when you can actually sell someone on something. And I'm not saying it in a sleazy car salesman pushy way, not to, that's disrespectful to car salesmen. I'm not saying it I'm not saying it in a pushy way, because that's a negative experience. I mean, when you can actually relate or when you can understand the person in front of you, when you get their wavelength and you know exactly what they would be into because you've just sussed them in that few seconds because of that human interaction. I love that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. And I think that is what I want to focus on. So we'll get into what I mean by all that in a second. Georgina has popped in, says, missed the beginning. Is he rich yet? No, Georgina. But thank you for popping in. Hugh Kelvin Morgan has popped in. Nathan Power, Chelsea, Alan, thank you for popping in. So really do appreciate it. It is an outdoor market, Dave. It was raining in the morning. It was grey and it was wet.
It was meant to be a really nice day. All week it had been saying it was going to be clear, and then like the night before, like it was like, no, it's going to rain, and it's like, right, okay.
Yeah, the table did look good, Ryan, but yes, it needed some price signs.
It did, definitely. It needs
some general signage, and also a really good bit of advice I got from some of the other sellers was to actually not have all the sides up, because obviously because
you originally started with them all up, didn't you?
And during the day we took the sides down. It wasn't as effective for us because you need to have something to show. What I ended up doing was I ended up actually taking some of the boxes I had and displaying stock on top of a couple of piled boxes, so it was like a makeshift table display. Because the idea is obviously you open up all around you, because you're literally surrounded. You could be surrounded by customers, but it was raining, there's COVID happening, all that kind of stuff. It wasn't the best start to the day weather-wise, and considering all that, I'm actually really pleased. We actually had a lot of interest in the stuff. People did stop and look at it. Maybe they would have stopped even more if the stall was that much more attractive, because I just feel it just needs to be that much more appealing, because it's not quite appealing. Let me just quickly go into the chat and see what else people are saying. I did enjoy it. Brilliant that you now have a list of things to improve. Shows that you have the desire to get this market stall good and professional. Very much so, John. There's a real lot of opportunity. Get your Fugler street found. We actually sold a Fugler and it was for £5, Johnny 40 coats. So really pleased. And I'm not giving up at all.
No, absolutely not. I'm hoping that I mean, even if it takes a while for the store to kind of become more and more active, like get more and more sales, I'm really, really hoping that we're going to push through that and like keep going. And I know, for one, when I spoke to Zaheer on Thursday, the excitement and the happiness,
you could tell, couldn't you?
in his voice pumped. Was just absolutely, you were totally pumped. Jason
says, wouldn't have thought Garstang is the best place to sell action figs. It's like God's waiting room for a lot of people.
It's quite surprising though, Jason, because there's a lot of teenagers in the area.
There's
so many teenagers, and
that's
one thing I really do think it's
there
missing.
Are kids. I mean, there's sweet shops that do well. And I think there is a market for it.
Absolutely,
I really do.
Yeah, completely.
Do you have a market stall diagram? I'm not sure what you mean, Jeff, but no. Banner saying I'm a pro streamer. Flippin' Fantastic Find says, check out craft fair stall ideas on Pinterest. Great ideas for limited space displays.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I like
I've actually been looking at displays on Google Images, but I hadn't thought of Pinterest. So thank you,
is a really
Kelly.
Great place, actually.
Thanks, Kelly. I'm definitely not giving up on it, guys. I'm going to talk to you. I want to make sure I get down the bottom of the chat, and then I'll talk to you about the one customer that we did have and why I'm so excited for this.
There was another positive as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Bumper rack picker, I've just seen your message. There is a fundraiser for Pinching Pesos Deb in Texas. Lovely YouTuber. In a really she's battling COVID, isn't she?
Bum crack pickers, put the link in to Pinching Peso Deb's GoFundMe. Don't feel obliged, but she has got quite a nice following on YouTube, and she I think Tracy's a good friends with her. as are many people. And actually, Craigslist Hunter made a video about this, which hopefully most of you will have seen. Yeah, she's in the trenches at the moment, and any support for her and her family would be just a nice thing to do.
And obviously, just wishing her like, recovery as soon as possible.
Exactly. So, and hi BCP, thank you for popping in. We used to do markets. One best flash at Port Talbot. Good days, bad days. We go all over the country, says Richie's Picking. See, that's exciting. That really is exciting.
I'm excited for that. See, like, I know I'm working full time, and I know a lot of this is falling on Zaheer right now, and I would love to be there supporting you. But right now, we need to kind of make sure money is secure and we're covered so that we can do these things. But I absolutely love the thought of like finding other markets that we can go to eventually, and like craft fairs, toy fairs, and go down those like routes basically.
Tracy says at our mall the trick is to blow the scent of cinnamon pastries or teenage boy cologne to attract customers. And Ryan says, is your car next to the pitch? No, it's not.
It's not.
You have to keep stock with you. But the car park is very close, so you can actually store stock if you wanted to, but we didn't. David M. Gosh. Let's just scroll down. Nathan says, it's hard to switch off, not seen heat like this since I went to Texas. Oh, okay. Zaheer put up one or two fake CCTV cameras around the store just to help unnerve that type of person, says Hugh. It's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea.
Was there any market stores with PPE? Yes, Dave. Next to us was a guy that sells normally hats and gloves and socks and things like that.
And he was selling face masks.
He was killing it with the face mask sales. He was crushing it. And I saw a new name. I did. Let me just see if I can find it. How far have I got to go up? Oh gosh, there you go. Yeah, Hopzicker says, have you ever had a time when you didn't want to put on any items? I feel that I can't touch, not even take a picture, nothing, but inside I want to make it work. Is it just me? It's like a writer's block. You're not alone. You're not alone. There's been many times, Hopzicker, that I've struggled. And self-motivation is really tough. Some people will be able to self-motivate themselves better than others.
I mean, personally, we've only just felt like we're getting back on track after everything over the last year, I think. Yeah,
I feel that you've got... for what's helped me specifically has been pushing the business in my interests. I think when I was doing things that I should be doing, it was tougher. So yes, I can go and buy clothes for £1.50 from the bins and sell them for really good money sometimes. But as much as I enjoy the hunt of finding a bargain, that's not sustainable, and I was constantly fighting build-ups of clothing, etc. And same with other things. Maybe try to, at first, while you're feeling down, try to do something that you love. So try to resell something that you're into. Now that was what worked for me. Beck is very different. She would hate to turn what she loves into a business.
Absolutely.
So we're very different like that.
I've got so many.
I'm just telling you what works for me.
Yeah,
for me, I'm happy.
I was gonna say I've got so many hobbies. Yeah. I enjoy knitting. I've enjoy sewing, and I enjoy obviously doing. I
love action figures and RC cars, and that's since I've gone back to focusing on it. I mean, guys, I bought this retail for myself. I still haven't opened it. I'm so excited about this Hulk figure. I love this stuff. So it's helped me to be more positive. So maybe you could try to take the pea stained jeans to the store and persuade someone to buy. I don't think so. Mandy, thank you for popping in. It went well. Yeah, we didn't make like a profit. Well, actually, after you take away expenses, we did, I think. Yeah. But we only had one customer. But I want to talk about that customer. Actually, I want to talk about why this is so powerful. I just want
to say the reselling dad said, "Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend."
Thank you, the Reselling Dad, and I hope the same for you. Reselling Dad has got a channel as well. You should check out. Nice guy. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. It is a new exciting direction, Peter, and it's just interesting. As long as you like what you're doing and enjoy it, that's what counts, and everything takes time to develop. Well done, guys, says Zoe. Thank you, Zoe. Was it a busy market? Not in the beginning because of the rain. It did get a bit busier, but still, it could have been better.
Right. It's a good.
Had it been today, it would have been busier.
It's a good market, and it has been a good market previously. It's our local market, and it's during COVID. It's probably dropped a bit with the footfall. But the one thing I will say is the shops on the high street seem to be having their opening time similar to when the market runs. Yeah. So that's a positive because it's kind of like drawing more footfall in on certain days, so that's what we're kind of hoping for exactly really with it.
Hey Chris, Thrift Beast, thank you for popping in. Hey Shelley, Shelteruni, thank you for popping in. David has had to go, but thank you for popping in, David. I really do appreciate it. Question, how long did the pitch take you to put up? The gazebo went up very quickly. Setup took a little bit of time because it was raining and I was trying to keep my cardboard boxes with the stock in dry, that kind of stuff. It'll get in your blood and you will look forward to doing it, says Aussie Steve. I think so. Gimbal has popped in as well. It took my brother 3 months to start making a bit with his stall in Cork. 10 years later he has 2 shops and still has his market stall, so keep at it, mate, says Carl. Thank you for that comment, Carl.
I mean, we know it's going to take time and it's going to take a bit of work, but definitely definitely.
John Walsh says, I love Garstang. Charity shops are are great, always done quite well there. We have as well, John. I agree.
There's quite a few charity shops on our high street, considering how small our high street is. There are quite a few there.
Hugh says, billionaire businessman Chris Dawson, the guy behind the stall called The Range, back in the 80s, had a market stall in London. He said, I was taking on some days 6... Wow. That's a lot. So let's get a lot of comments. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying to pick out ones with questions and things. Love that figure. Do you have a collection yourself, Z? I'm starting one. I do have a few figures of my own. John Luke, I will show them to you sometime. I've got a really cool Thanos that I've kept. I've got a couple of things. I used to have more, but then I got rid of a bunch, but I'm kind of building it back up. I've gotten the bug big time. I think it's this whole pandemic. It's really gotten me nostalgic. I'm in the process of building one. Rosie Marsden's in the chat as well. Beck, you've just reminded me, got a doll I want to knit, says London's Loft. Okay. Speaking knitting, will Beck be doing more stitch and bit streams, asks Pleasant Valley?
I hope to. It's more of a time thing, Pleasant Valley. It really is. It's just it's a time thing for me. I'm struggling to kind of fit it into when I can do it. And
Lucy says it will be good for your social levels when Beck's at work too. Just don't anger the customers. Well, let's talk about the customers. Let's talk about, this is now the bit that really excited me, and I mean, like I said, I was prepared for it to be a complete disaster in terms of sales and everything. Now, despite the fact we had a very underwhelming looking stall, despite the fact I didn't have any price stickers, despite the fact our stock was crammed onto one table and I couldn't even take close to my full inventory, despite all of this, and it was actually just as the lady was taking our pitch money for the day, which was only £12.75, but still £12.75 pitch fee, right? Just as that was happening, a lady started to look at our store. She was actually interested in one of our toys, our Finding Nemo toy. Now this is where the magic of it and the beauty of face to face came in. She was looking at, let me tell you the story. So she was looking at this item.
I've heard this story.
Right?
I've heard it.
She was looking at this one item, this playset, and she was like, "Oh, for a gift, okay." And I was then able to speak to her about how it goes in an ecosystem with these other figures. And so she was like, "How much?" And obviously, I wanted to sell, so I still got more than double what I paid for these things. And I just asked for £5 for this little playset. And I was like, these 2 figures would go nicely with it, and they're designed to go with it. And I explained the features of them. They're not bath toys; you actually run them along, and they, all that kind of. And she was like, "Okay, I'll take those as well." And I did her a deal on that. I said those 2 for a £5 as well, so that's a tenner. And then she was like, "What's this thing?" And she pointed at the Fugglers. she was like, I'll take one of those, they look cute. She just wanted it. So she'd got, once I'd spoken to her about the initial thing, she was on the roll. And then once she'd picked that up, she was like, what's this thing? And she picked up, she was looking at an item. And this is where the real life thing came in. She'd already bought stuff and she was just about to like calm herself down. You know, she'd bought on her, you know when you go on a little bit of a roll, I'll take one of those. And she was like, what's that? And she was about to just go back from it. I was like, oh, this is really nice. And I actually was able to pick it up and offer it to her in her hands. And once she had it in her hands, she was like, oh, you know, a bit of weight to the item. And I was like, oh, you know, these hand painted, really cool by the company, the spiel basically. She's like, oh, definitely. And out of nowhere, the ladies ended up buying 4 items. It was only for £20 value, and my cost of goods in that was around the £9 something mark. But still, that's pretty good, considering, you know. And it was just really nice to be able to suddenly sell those items. It was how it happened.
Yeah.
It was how it happened. And that, you know, despite us having a really unattractive stall, all of that stuff, despite not being really visible to people from the sides or from the back, we you know, we really had, you know, it was one of those cases where we got there and we know we could have done better.
Yeah.
And I told Beck the story.
And you had another positive experience as well, because that girl that was looking over your store, when she was like, are you going to be here next week?
And she was, are you going to be here next week? My partner loves this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And other people did look as well, but that was what was great.
We didn't expect it to be like a flying.
So
like,
one customer bought 4 items,
did we?
and then that just got me thinking. Like, that was our first attempt at a stall with all the flaws and errors of our stall. We still had a customer that I was able to, you know, sell 4 items to. Now, if we can just do some incremental improvements, by the time it comes to Christmas, by the time it comes to like November or October, when people are a lot more in for the toys and the gifts, I think we could really, really do well. It's definitely something I want to do. We are even going to be going. We're going to be selling tomorrow as well. At the car boot. It's kind of got me in this face-to-face zone. We've got stock that we can sell specifically at the car boots and make decent money on. So yeah, really, really kind of excited by it. Sorry guys. So what are people saying? I can see Chucky in the background, one of my favorite figures, says the reselling dad. Yeah, Chucky is cool. I'm actually going to be making a video on my other channel about that reselling dad, because I've got a fake one and a real one, and I'm going to make a video showing the differences. I did a short video on this channel, but it's not really for it, so I'll be doing a video on my other channel for that. And Richard says, just remember we're in difficult times. Very true, exactly. With COVID and people not having much money, stick to it. When this is all over, you're up and running. Exactly. I really do appreciate that. Comment, Richard. And I think you're 100% right. Okay. Oh gosh, let's just scroll down. Yeah, I think Z, you can make it very funny, Ryan. Very funny. Hey Andrea, hi both. This is where your strengths lie, Z. You're a great salesman. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Thank you. Now you.
This time next year, you will be a millionaire.
He sounded sarcastic when he said that. I think he sounded very sarcastic when he said that. Thank you for the super chat, Shazad. It was just, it was just really buzzy. Now you just need a times 50 to buy all the fuckers, as Lucy.
I know.
Yeah, it was like I said, it was that experience. What's the flashing in the other room? I'm not sure, Nadine. I think it was probably one of the girls. Oh my god, this weather is a killer. I'm sat here editing and I'm sweating. Was
that light?
Yeah, it was the light.
I think the girls were using the downstairs toilet.
So Rummage Around's got a video coming out, guys. He's editing it right now. Check out Kieran's channel, guys. Same with Russo White Boy. Check him out. Okay. Nick says Rome wasn't built in the day. Things need time to grow. Thanks, Nick, for popping in. And yes, it was. I feel like there's a future to it. I feel like there is a future to it. I really do. That would be nice to see you record your interaction with the customers, says Thriftybeast. I was gonna take my GoPro and clip it to the corner, but I just forgot, guys. Here's another faux pas, guys. Here's another faux pas. So I'm all excited. I've just gotten this sale. Customers bought 4 items, and have you got a bag? Of course I don't have a bag. Why would I have a bag? You know, I've just decided to come and sell at a stall. Why would I think customers would need a bag to carry their stock in, their goods in? So yes, I didn't even take bags. That's how messed up this first attempt was.
But
in
we
that
are going
way.
to address this obviously for next week.
Luckily, I went to my neighbouring store, the guy that was crushing it with the face mask, and I was like, "Can I buy a bag off you?" And he was like, "Just take one, take one." You know, I think he appreciated my noobness.
That you were a noob.
Yeah, and so yeah, managed to sort that out. But yeah, these little things are going to improve the stall. You know, having that. Just also the fact that you realise how bad it looks when you've got a bare table underneath. You know, and then people can just see from underneath the table. There's nothing there.
Mentioned that in the chat.
Table runners, definitely.
Last week.
Exactly. Z, make sure you and Beck stay safe and well now that you are venturing out with COVID still around. Pleasant Valley, 100%. We are doing our utmost. It's around, isn't it? It is definitely around, and especially up where we live.
Yeah,
areas local to us
there's
have
like
been
Greater Manchester that's kind of been affected, although that's still a bit of a distance away, and then we've got Burnley and Darwin also that are kind of been restricted, have got restricted things, restrictions back in place, so it's it's getting a bit close.
Aaron Applecott asks, did you have to wear a mask? No, because we're outside. We didn't have to wear a mask. Tell us more about the website and how's it been going, asked Ryan. The website, I shared in my previous video that I'm actually listing now on my website as opposed to on eBay. And then once I've listed it on my website, I can easily transfer that listing onto eBay. The main reason for the website is more of a long-term thing. Ideally, I would love it if I actually had a lot of traffic. We've literally only sold a handful of items randomly. We've never promoted the website. We've never shared the website or done any advertising for it or SEO for it. But yet, somehow we did manage to get a few people who are mostly from abroad as well to just buy stuff. So we're going to focus.
We're going to try and build that up a bit more. I mean, you've been working on it like a lot. I mean, listing the figures on there. And
the
website's
like important, especially if you're looking at making contact with reputable wholesale accounts and distributors. A website can be very powerful for that because it shows that you're not just... Some wholesalers don't want people that are just selling on eBay and Amazon. I know wholesalers that themselves sell on eBay and Amazon and won't open an account with you unless you specifically state that you won't be selling these items on eBay and Amazon. So they want you to either have a brick and mortar shop or be selling at fairs or markets, or obviously have your own website. So that's the idea of the website, really, is to have that arm of things going. 5p for a bag, says Mandy. Yes, Z, bags help. Yeah, I completely forgot about bags. No bags, I'm out, says
And the
Ryan.
thing is, normally this is something that I would have picked up on. I would have gone, like, you need some bags, right? Yeah. But it's not something that
Make sure
even
your
come
bags
into my
say
head.
gracias, like Krillin's.
Oh.
We need Krillin to send me some bags. Don't forget to charge them. Oh gosh. Tracy, you can laptops. Oh wow. Now you get to plan how to pretty things up, says Nadine. So the plan is very much about how it looks, presentation. Presentation is so key. Like, we had this stuff and we've got stock in front of stock. It looks okay if you're at a car boot, but at a market you realize that we had so many people that were walking past, looking at our stall and just carrying on walking past. Now, some of them will never, no matter how good your stall looks, would never stop at your stall. But if you could make it a little bit more shoppable, a little bit more attractive, give yourself that chance for them to stop. That's what you're trying to get. So yeah. Nick says, when we...
Beck, slap him. I assume he must have done something.
He does lots of things. Shazad.
When we started our gaming shop, we had no clue, made all the mistakes and learnt quick. It grew and grew and became bigger than we ever imagined. Stick with it, says Nick. That means so much, especially coming from Nick, because, you know, Nick and Andrew have been there, they've done that, they've got the t-shirt with it, and yeah, you do. I will say, I don't normally class myself as a fast learner, but these mistakes were so, like, obvious, that I learned. I came back with a list of, okay, next time I go, I've got to implement this, and this. So I'm going to try to get as much of that done as possible.
You should get a suitcase and sidekick like Rodney.
Thank you, Jason. Yeah. I want to look a bit more professional than that, Jason, but thank you for the super chat. Right. If you are selling your games, you can mention you're a pro streamer. Says Chris, I haven't streamed for long enough. I can't really say that anymore, unfortunately. Right. You need a cloth on your table, get some material. Yeah, Richie's Pickings, I've seen that you can get these you can actually get printed table covers as well. So 2 birds with 1 stone. You can cover your table and have it branded with your website and what you sell and whatnot. So yeah, really excited about that. By the way, guys, thank you for the super chats. Do appreciate it. T-Cake says, need to drive the traffic yourselves, put flyers into every order. Yeah, we had no flyers with us. Sent out advertising the website. Also think about some sort of loyalty bonus for the website. T-Cakes, I know, has his own website as well. Question, do you need an Uncle Albert? I can pop up for the weekend. You're more than welcome, Ryan. More than welcome, Ryan. You can practice setting up tables in the garden to see how they look before you go.
Oh, do you know what?
What an idea.
Do you know what? Who suggested that?
Ozzy Steve. How?
Right, all week before he was going, right, I kept saying to him, put up the gazebo in the garden, have a look at your space, see if you need anything. And he was like, yeah, I will do it.
Yeah.
And he never done it. Okay? You should have done it.
I should have done a lot of things.
Because then you would have been aware of how much space you could have had. I think
what happened was I was so trying to figure out what to take, how to take. There's a lot of, you know...
But that is a fantastic idea.
It is a fantastic idea. It is.
And you should have done it. Shouldn't
I should have done it. Yes. Yeah. Like I should have done a lot of other things.
Yes.
So. We'll never get over that super chat voice, says John Luke. Our website has 60% return customers, says TK. So that's amazing. And the Dean says, start a Facebook group on the subject of RC and base it around your website. I'm a member of a metal detecting Facebook group, and it's run by a couple who own a metal detecting shop. They sell all the time to members. That sounds like a really good idea as well, Nadine. I appreciate it. Yeah.
You're in a group.
Yeah.
Of local RC, aren't you?
Yeah,
but
I think we need but I think we need one for our shop. So like the website is RC, passionate about RC and collectibles. So we've added, the collectibles thing onto it. Yeah. And
I'll be completely honest, we're not very good at all this branding stuff. No. Okay. I keep saying to Zaheer, we need like a proper logo.
Marcella,
for it,
yeah, we need a logo.
Our website looks.
It's so plain.
I mean, have you put the link in?
Yeah, the link's in the description of our website.
Okay, our website looks so very, very plain, and we need a lot of.
It needs
work.
some zhuzh. It needs a bit of pop.
And a bit of colour and look at this.
I should say, Marcella says, do you take credit cards at the stall? Do you have to carry change? We just carry cash and change, but Apple Core Productions, aka Aaron, kindly sorted me out an amazing price on the iZettle card reader. So we are up and running, ready to take payments via card. We will take your money with plastic. We'll take it cash. We'll take it all. Thank you. Yes. Give us the money. All right. Right. Get one of them annoying toys on your store near the front. Should attract the kids over if you haven't already, says Lucy. To make people stop at your stall is to put an impressive load of RC. I forgot to take any RC.
That's the one
Not forgot. Thing I had no space.
And we haven't sorted out.
I wanted to take some RC. Like put nice RC out. Just get people. Yeah, exactly. Oh gosh. Also run lotteries for prize draws on detectors. Oh, that's a good idea, Nadine. He does 5 hours a month average. Do not be fooled, guys. What? What are you talking about? This ball would be lucky to be a Rodney, says Shazad. Oh, wow. Shazad, that's cold. Shazad's got his guns out for me tonight.
I know.
You can get a cheap pegboard at the hardware shop to hang stock up. Yeah. I did get slapped, but it was only on the arm, though, Dave. Put flyers with your web address in the bags. Once I get the bags and the flyers, we'll be able to do that. Question, does it all fit in the Honda okay? Just about. That's just the other thing. Yeah, the gazebo fits. Actually, yeah, it fits.
Yeah,
just about. I'm not going to be able to buy more of the tables we've got.
I was going to say,
yeah, we're going to have to get folding
If you're taking more and more stock, which hopefully eventually you will be, then we're going to have to address the car.
Yeah.
But more a case of having something for work rather than...
The pegboard gives the customer's eyes a chance to roam, so not just looking at a table. Good advice from Steve. Really appreciate it, Steve.
Roll up, get your fugglers here.
Thank you, Maggie.
Thank you.
I don't think he means it. I think he's insincere with that. He doesn't sound like he really wants to.
I know, he doesn't want to say that
but Maggie, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. It was really kind of you. Custom bags with website printed on it, depending on the price, pleasant value.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I would like to look into eventually.
Facebook ads, again, we're noobs to it. We need to look into it though. If you can have the stock, put 3 tables in a C shape so that people can walk into your store. And Richie, that's exactly what our plan is. We're even thinking of doing like a full 4, because the way they've done it is they've now closed the high street off so people can walk. So yeah, I mean, but a 3 would be an improvement over 1. Yeah. Our web design is easy, says Dave. Says Dave, who's good at web design.
I know.
Okay. Dave, you can have a look at our website and have a laugh.
Yeah, give us some suggestions, Dave.
Still waiting for the Malik merch, one at Beck and Z mug.
I said we're really bad at branding.
You'll be waiting for a bit. Vincent, hey Vincent, a boot sale I like going to could be the first and last this year. Really, Vincent? No. That's a shame. That is a shame. Get a sign up saying card payments welcome. Will do.
That is a plan, actually. Yeah. That's what we plan to do.
Wi-Fi. Double comment. Wouldn't we be able to use our phone's data?
You can do a hotspot.
Yeah. You can put 3 tables up each side in a U shape, loads of table space. I definitely will be doing that. Aussie Steve definitely will be doing that. I bet someone in the community would design you a cool logo. People love to help out, says Nick. Hopefully, yeah, that would be great if someone would design us an amazing logo. Right. A big sign saying cards accepted will boost sales instantly, says Nick. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Signage. We didn't have any signage whatsoever.
No.
But like I said, for us, the experience was amazing. And that interaction with that customer, the power of that, like the fact when you're selling on eBay, guys, you're only selling. You can only sell so much in your listing. You can only sell so much in your listing before. And if you try too hard in your listing becomes cluttered and it can become off-putting, can't it? So we want to avoid that. So we're looking at finding, this is what's so beautiful about this is the upsell, the side sell. There's so many opportunities. And when people can actually have the stuff in their hand, like they say, pictures are worth 1,000. Was it a picture is worth 1,000 words? Well, having the thing there in front of you is worth 1,000,000. Then, do you know what I mean? It's crazy. So definitely something you need to that I need to really focus on.
You get a fuggler and you get a fuggler and you get a fuggler.
Thank you.
Thank you for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate it. That was quite funny, Sam.
Yeah, I think he enjoyed saying that. Yeah, what
he did. LED lights, definitely. Aussie Steve, that's something else.
Yeah.
Question: I didn't have space for honky tonk figures. A complete range of prices can be key, from expensive gift item right down to... Yeah, absolutely. we had a good range, but we didn't go high up enough.
I don't think we went
But-
low enough either.
I thought we had some low stuff.
Yeah, we've got some low stuff, but I
Not
still,
enough
I
low
also
stuff, okay.
think you need like pound items
Okay.
where you're just like,
Right,
yeah, that's
we're going to
just a
run over a
pound.
tiny bit because I did also. Thank you, by the way, guys, for watching.
Man, have we hit the hour?
We've hit
Oh
the
my
hour, but I
goodness.
wanted to just share with you guys a few sales we've had as well because we haven't done a sales
Okay.
report. So
Okay,
just,
so we're gonna do this.
just some sales, and then we'll call it a night because I was meant to show them, and I'm not going to do
and
a
we
separate
completely
sales.
forgot.
Yeah, I don't.
Why don't you do a separate sales video?
It's only 5 things on a show.
Okay, go for it.
It's 5
Right,
things.
Zahir wants to show 5 items.
Yeah, it's just
that we
5
sold
items
recently.
sold. Few
Yeah.
items that we picked up. Here we go. Right. Jennifer says, I heard there are fugglers. Am I in the right place? Definitely. Yeah,
Definitely.
This is what we do. We sell fugglers.
Right, so
Right.
let's go.
Okay. I'm going to share with you guys a few sales quickly before we go, and then we're going to... There's no graph, Apple Core, sorry.
Yeah, we haven't done a graph for a while.
Yeah.
We might have to.
I think
we'll think about it.
If I'm honest, I think I agree. I was listening to Nick the other night. I think it was when he was chatting with Rod, and he was like, he doesn't see how, he's not sure how relevant it is. And I think me and you have discussed this as well. It can feel, sometimes it can give the wrong idea to people. And as much as you try to explain that it's just turnover, and obviously you need to know the cost of goods and stuff, sometimes the message just doesn't get through. And it does feel I think I agree that individual sales is more relevant because you can show people what you bought for that
and
specific.
Plus, we do have family watching us sometimes, okay?
And it gives the wrong impression.
Because it makes it sound like we're like millionaires up here, and we really aren't. Just putting
If
it
you're
out
watching,
there. Just so you know,
Struggling.
the reason why we haven't come down, right?
Yeah, okay.
It's
Because we haven't
normally
got. We just can't.
Normally, because we just can't, okay?
That was a personal message from Beck. That came out of nowhere.
Apologies.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I think so. So yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense to kind of with single items. I think it makes more sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I've got some sales I'm excited to share with you, so I want to do it. Shut up, we love a graphs, says Ryan. Whatever.
Okay, right, we're gonna show you some sales.
Right, first item. So this was a car boot cell pickup from a week or two ago, and this is a HM Armed Forces figure. As
Door just opened.
Okay, it's fine. This is a HM Armed Forces figure. I've sold these before. We paid £2 for this figure. He's incomplete. He doesn't have his money. He doesn't have his money.
It's fine. He doesn't want.
He's got money in my mind.
Yeah.
Mind on my money and my money's mine. Mind on my money and the
Poor
money's not
guy,
mine. Doesn't have his what I'm meant to say is he doesn't have his piece. He's not carrying. He doesn't have his pistol. He's meant to have a pistol. He doesn't have his pistol. He's missing his pistol. But still,
Oh. No.
no, Alf.
Stay there.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not listening.
It was up for £25, and we sold. There you go. There you go. Thank. See, family, they're not rich. I can confirm. Thank you, Ryan. Make 3,000 in 90 days. Spend 6,000 in 30 days. Lol, says Nadine. Exactly. That's pretty much it. No, graphs might come back, but at the moment, I'm kind of feeling in that zone of, whatever.
Yeah.
Crap photo, says Peter. Thanks, Peter.
Do you know what? Maybe when we're all past this COVID stuff, I think that we stopped them around that time.
I thought these were good photos. Yeah. It's a great background. Some of them weren't the best, but...
Yeah.
I didn't know you were already millionaires.
Okay.
Thanks, Shazad.
Oh, thank you. Right, so it was up for 25, and then we took an offer of 17. So we're happy to let it go from £2 to 17. That was a pretty decent item, and then we're going to move on to the next item. So we're going to go on with. Let's see what else people are saying. Been selling my old figures, gobsmacked at the value, says Nadine. Definitely. Why so small? I don't know. It was, okay? Peter, not everything's perfect. Dog breaking in. Yes, he was. Oh.
We are into Fergie time here at the Chinwag Arena.
Fergie time, I get that. Very funny. John Luke, thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate it. I do normally crop my pics double karma. I just didn't. Wow, Nick's like, how everyone's going in on how far away the figure was. Okay, I normally crop. I just didn't bother that time. Okay,
Why not?
I just didn't. Okay.
Were you having a lazy day?
Yeah.
You couldn't even be bothered to crop anything.
I just thought
You were just like, yeah, it's fine.
I just thought, screw it, it's fine.
It's fine, it'll do.
Part of the reason is that piece of background was filthy as well.
Oh,
It's
so
really
you couldn't
filthy.
crop it in. 'Cause
And
then you
if
were
I
just
did
like,
it looked, yeah.
why didn't you
I didn't
change
have
the...
any. No, it was a scrap. I only had a scrap left.
Oh, okay.
I've only just gotten a nice background now.
Okay.
That was it
Fair
was really
enough.
yeah, but
Fair
the
enough.
figure is social distancing.
You're excused.
Next item that sold. This was a pickup from my local Smiths. They were selling Pokemon Ultra Sun for £15 sealed. And I was surprised. I bought what they had. They only had a few copies, so I bought them all. This is the first one to have sold, and it sold for £40. So I was pretty pleased with that sale. It sold. Who gives a shit? I got you, Z. Thank you, Ryan. Thanks.
I don't know if you read it, but like that figure is social distance.
Yeah, I did. I read that. Peter said that's figure social distance. Yeah, excuses. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So, what about this one? Why don't you say something about this one, huh? Oh, it's going to be why didn't you use your own photos?
Yeah.
Why are you using a stock image?
Why are you using a stock image?
Okay. Next item was this Rancor. Now this is a nice sale. He took the photo from the sofa. Oh, Peter.
Peter,
He's getting the digs in, isn't
I
he?
wouldn't put it past him, Peter.
Okay. All right. So hold on one second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. All right. Guys, please make sure, if you haven't already, to subscribe to the Vinegar Jar. Peter he's such a funny guy. He's ribbing me, but I definitely subscribe to Peter Cummins. Makes some really good videos. I have to give him his shout out of respect for the ribbing. He's done a good job this evening.
He's done a brilliant job.
Please
And
make sure.
I just want to say goodnight to Rourke Reselling because he says he's got to go.
Thank you for
So
popping
thank
in,
you for
Rock
popping
Reselling. Thank you. Levels too bright. Okay, my photos are terrible. I get it. So here's my Rancor. It's a terrible photo. Okay. That one looks.
Was he on his back?
Yeah. That one, like, he's showing off he's just showing it all off.
Oh man. Yes. Dave's asking, do you want Photoshop lessons?
No, Dave, I don't. Right, we sold this magnificent creature. Right, this was this was a £5 pickup. When we were last selling at the car boot, which was 2 weeks ago, we bought this item for £5. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we bought this for £5. And it didn't sit around for long. It blurred image. No, it doesn't. That's his tail, guys. That's his
tail.
That's his tail. Okay, that's not his. You know, he actually has no genitalia from the looks of the figure. He's bereft of any reproductive organs. That's just his tail, bless him. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure someone will correct me. The Rancors don't have this or that. I don't know, whatever. Yeah. That's his tail, okay? Now, it was up at 69, but we actually got an offer of 55, which I accepted, and the person paid £30 shipping. It's going abroad, tracked. It's a big figure. It actually packaged up. It weighs 1.6 kilos. So definitely a good sale. You paid £30 for shipping. Shipping only cost us £13. Mm-hmm. So we did make a bit of money off the shipping. So really pleased with that sale. Even with my poor photography there, I'm gonna have to really make sure my photos look good now, aren't I? I'm gonna have to make sure. I've been getting lazy with my photos. I admit.
Yeah, I've been getting lazy.
Okay. Next item. This actually has sold. I think we got. There's a camcorder, Canon camcorder. I don't know how much I paid. I think I had to pay. I don't know. I can't remember. It was either 5, 10, 15 or something like that. And this,
I know one of them you paid 5 for.
Yeah, 5.
I don't know if it was this one or another one.
This hung around for a while. It sold, got unpaid. It sold again. Again, I opened an unpaid item case, but the person paid. We actually accepted an offer on this for £70, and again, it's going abroad, so £70. What do you think of that photo? That's not terrible? That one. That's not awful. Not the best, but not terrible. And finally, guys, this is my favourite sale. This is a Street Fighter Rainbow Mika figure. I bought this in a lot of stuff from one of my contacts. Paid about, I think we paid about £50 for it.
Yeah, we did pay.
It was about £50 odd. And this was priced up at 200. I could have waited and gotten closer, but I did get an offer for around the 150. I think it was 146. I think it was 146. We've already had feedback. So and it sold for £146. Really, well, this is the statue.
And yes, Zaheer did use stock photos.
These are stock photos
in this listing. This isn't actually what Zaheer photographed. So these are all stock pictures.
Yeah, ours was boxed, and this Rainbow Mika sold for 146. And like I said, we paid about like 50 odd, so a fair bit amount of money. Yeah. But you can't get stuff like this super cheap. So yeah, this is really cool. So that's also, I was really pleased with that. So that was the 5th and final sale. So yeah.
Yes.
Proves you don't need good photos to sell items. Oh gosh. Priced it at 69. Put dirty pic of Rancor. I'm outrageous. Sorry, Peter. That's what Z calls it. Beck, it's a Rancor. That's how Beck sees Z when he gets amorous. Says, "Oh wow."
Oh dear. Yes.
No, that was stock photos, Dave.
Yeah, they were stock photos.
It's supposed to be a pure white background, Z, not brown. Okay, I know my photos are not. They've not been coming out right. My photos. I need to sort them out. I need to sort them out. My backgrounds are a bit off at the moment. Okay. Thank you everybody for watching. Thanks for all the comments.
Thank you to everyone that's joined us.
Thank you for joining. We will obviously keep you updated. We're going to be selling tomorrow. We could vlog it, maybe try to film something.
We can try. We're rubbish at it,
and we'll see how that goes.
We'll try.
And make sure, if you haven't already, to subscribe to Rummage Around. Kieran, he needs to hit 1,000 subs ASAP within the next 4 hours. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm not sure if Andrew's on later or not. I think I heard or remember him saying that he's not.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not sure, but yeah, we'll see. BCP has also shared the fundraiser again for Pinching Pesos. Thank you for doing that, BCP. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you
next week or during the week if we end up doing a video.
Okay, bye.
Bye.